Good evening. JR here with you. This is an update to our earlier July 6th briefing that we did earlier with Dr. Sanders because there have been some developments. We're just going to read to you from a special news release put out by the city that a second positive test came back on Monday, July 6th. And they say that more information will be forthcoming and that it's time to be diligent. The details are that the Cordova Medical Response Team confirmed another positive COVID-19 case of an individual returning to Cordova from travel to Anchorage. This individual is unrelated to the case identified over the weekend, that ferry case that came up. This is not related to that. The state has been notified. Contact tracing has begun. As more information becomes available, the medical team will inform the City Incident Command as appropriate. In the meantime, the Cordova Medical Team urges all individuals to keep safety precautions in mind throughout the summer. Point 1, all travelers to Cordova, resident and non-resident, are encouraged to get tested upon return and isolate until a second test can be conducted within 7 days. Number 2, it takes 2 consecutive negative tests to end quarantine. Number 3, stay self-isolated and use curbside deliveries until quarantine is complete. And number 4, all individuals, regardless of whether travel occurred, are encouraged to wear a mask, wash hands, and get outdoors, but stay socially distant. They conclude by saying this time has brought unprecedented change for everyone. It's important to remember to take personal responsibility for your own health, eating healthy, exercising, managing chronic illness, and following COVID-19 guidance will help to ensure a healthy outcome for you and your loved ones. And for more information on the City of Cordova's COVID-19 response, you can visit covid19.cityofcordova.net. And that's a message that is from City Manager Helen Howarth. Again, the recent ferry passenger case had only one identified close contact, and that person has been tested. No other contacts from that case are required to be tested at this time. The medical team reminds everyone that per CDC guidelines for COVID-19, a close contact is defined as anyone who was within 6 feet of an infected person for at least 15 minutes, starting from 48 hours before the person began feeling sick until the time the patient was isolated. Masks reduce the contact risk but do not change recommendations for testing if you're within 6 feet for 15 minutes of someone who is COVID positive. If you're concerned that you were a close contact to someone that may have been in contact with a positive individual, the medical team doesn't recommend testing at this time. Continue routine care, avoid social gatherings and close contact, remain 6 feet from all contacts outside of your household bubble. If you develop fever or COVID symptoms, please call your health provider. They continue to say COVID screening is recommended for pre-identified critical infrastructure and all individuals that have traveled outside of Cordova. They also recommend a repeat test 7 days after arrival in Alaska. If you are a close contact, as we described above there, to a positive case, medical personnel will contact you to get tested. If you feel like you have been exposed but have not been contacted for testing, please call either Elanca or CCMC for assistance. They ask all individuals with symptoms concerning for COVID-19, including fever, headache, cold, and flu-like symptoms, please call your provider to make an appointment and have scheduled testing. If you have an urgent need for pre-appointment testing, please call your health provider to schedule an appointment and COVID test. Finally, please help maintain testing ability by not overusing the limited resources that are available to Cordova. So that's the special announcement that came out on the afternoon of Monday, July the 6th. And again, we'll hopefully be able to dig into this some more in tomorrow's updates. Talk to Dr. Sanders again, maybe Mayor Copeland. In the meantime, thank you for listening in. Daily updates in the 1 p.m., 5 p.m., and 8 p.m. hours on KLAM and KCDV, also uploaded to the YouTube channel at youtube.com/Cordova TV. We'll get you back to regular programming now on the Clam and the Eagle.